Yuck. Yuck. Yuck.
You know what my bosses always tell me when I'm in the producer chair? They say, be yourself times 10. Which here, I feel like I'm being myself times 2.
Yeah.
Because I can keep it a little more chill because I'm with my bestie.
And we're just chilling.
And we're just doing nothing.
All cozy.
What is your job?
What is my job?
Yeah, what do you do?
I am a tour administrator for a booking company for tours, live music.
Music tours.
I work at a boutique agency.
It's tiny.
It's tiny but strong.
So strong. Oh, some
We have
great artists.
Great artists. Love it there. Good team.
Very
you know?
cool. Yeah, I do know. I do
And
know
I
because
do the tap of the information to produce the papers, various paperwork that makes a show happen.
which there's a lot.
A lot of details.
There's a lot of details. I bet this is kind of like a nice break in a way because we actually have no paperwork whatsoever.
No paperwork. Barely any details.
Barely any prep. We just get to
Yeah.
come together and hang out.
Hang out with my
Just chill
friend.
out. Just with my bestie. Well, I have a question for you, Jilly. Besides, what do you do for work?
Okay. Yes.
My question for you is, you can only have one beverage for the rest of your life. Health does not matter in this situation. It's all about flavor, and it can't be water. Not that I think you'd pick that anyway. You get one beverage,
Mm-hmm.
and then tell me why.
Why have I thought about this recently?
I don't know. I actually have not asked you this.
Someone else has asked me this question.
Okay, so you maybe have an answer prepared?
I have an answer. But it's one for the rest of my life, just one.
You get one liquid.
And wait, can I also drink water too? In this world, doesn't matter.
In this world, doesn't matter.
This world, I'm not craving water.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to say Coke Zero.
Wow. And why do you say that?
It's refreshing. It just hits when it's crisp. Got that 3-day in the fridge. You know what I mean? It's been sitting there for 3 days. Ice cold. It's good over ice with a little bit of lime. But it's also good on its own, straight from the can.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is a good mixing beverage as well. Not that you could do that in this world.
I couldn't even drink alcohol.
No.
But it makes me feel good. It's just like a nice little hit. You know what I mean? I don't know if anyone can relate, but
yeah. If you're a Coke Zero person, please let us know.
And I'm not Diet Coke. I don't like Diet Coke like that.
Yeah. It's Coke Zero.
Coke Zero.
Very specific. And I feel like people are really specific about their Coke.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
They're like, oh, I only do the original Coke, or no, I do Diet or Coke Zero.
Only from the fountain.
Only from the fountain.
Because it does taste different.
It does taste different.
Can I give a runner-up?
Yeah, who's second place?
Second place would be this, you can get it at some, like, Japanese dollar stores, but it's this Lilikoi, like, juice beverage that I got in Hawaii once. Ooh. And it became, like, an obsession. I couldn't stop drinking it. It's, like, I feel Lilikoi, wait, I should have... How was I supposed to know?
How would you have researched?
I couldn't have researched
it was a surprise. Everything we do on here is a fun surprise.
Because I want to know what Lilikoi.
Well, and while you look that up, I'll tell you, I haven't thought about even what my drink is. Wait, did you find it?
I did. It's Hawaiian Sun, this brand.
Yes. Oh, you brought yes.
Lilikoi Passion, and it's passion fruit juice.
That's incredible. Oh,
so good. It's sweet but not too sweet. It's like the perfect amount of syrup in there. Goes down real smooth. So good.
I love juice.
The best fruit flavor ever. Passion fruit.
Yeah, and underrated. In my opinion, that's a great answer. Coke Zero followed up by Lila whatever passion fruit juice.
Yes. What about you?
It was a really hard thought. The one that kept coming back to me is like a matcha latte. I
Mm.
love matcha so much, and it gives me like the perfect energy throughout the day. And I just love green tea in general. So I feel like that is the first one that comes to mind, but I don't know. I think I would need a little bit more time to think about exactly. I feel like I've had some good juice in my life
Mm-hmm.
because now that you bring up juice, I'm thinking a lot about juice.
Juice is so good.
And I love like grapefruit juice, and I
Mhm.
love like a freshly squeezed orange juice. And if
Mm-hmm.
I'm not thinking about health, you know, anything's possible.
Anything's possible. You did bring up caffeine though, and that made me kind of freak out internally a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Because, oh, good point.
Because like if I can't have caffeine, I feel like in this world I'm not drinking for needs, you know.
That's a good point.
It's just
Shoot,
for
it's
taste.
for flavor.
It's for taste and flavor, and that's how I interpreted this because I mean, in this I'm not drinking alcohol or caffeine and like or water. So those are like come on.
Good point. I might have to revoke my answer.
Also, I did like the straight guy 3. Are you familiar with the
yeah,
3
I'm
versus the 3?
familiar.
I did that.
I mean, sometimes you gotta just like take this all in. What is it? You can kind of throw it out there
Yeah.
like dice.
3.
Gambling here. A perfect roll out of these fingers. Well, do you have a question for me?
Oh yes, I do actually.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you know how like healing inner child is very on trend, the little trinkets, little toys, like everyone loves it.
Yeah.
If there was one toy from your childhood that you would like to bring back as like a trendy item to collect, like calico critters are back in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something like that. Like what would you pick?
My scene dolls.
Oh,
Not even a thought
That was
in
clear.
my mind. I know exactly. I loved those dolls so much.
Mhm.
And they were just like, their time was so short. It was short lived. I don't even know if they make them anymore. But that
Mhm.
movie
Mhm.
lives. That's like my Roman Empire is the Mycene doll movie.
What was that? Jammin' in Jamaica?
Yes, bitch. It was Jammin' in Jamaica. And ever since, like, when I watched that movie, I was like, oh, in order to get what I want from my parents, I need to make a PowerPoint. Because
Mhm.
they're trying to convince their parents to let them go to Jamaica. And they're pointing and they're like, look, it costs this much and we'll fly from here to here. And it's like in this great montage. I started making PowerPoints when I was like very little to
Wow.
pitch a birthday list or to pitch me having a sleepover 2 days in a row. I was not
Mhm.
allowed to have them 2 days in a row. My scene dolls changed everything. I want them back and I want them in my hand.
I would love that for me and you. And I want to play that game. The online games are everything.
I loved those
The
games.
makeover games, going shopping, like pick out the outfits.
Totally. And I'll give you my runner-up.
Okay, yeah.
Rescue Heroes. I was a little gay growing up.
Yeah. Rescue Heroes?
Rescue Heroes were these buff-looking action figures, and like the girls were kind of buff, but the dudes were really buff. And there was like a firefighter one, and they wore like capes. They were kind of like classic, like real life rescue people, like a Marine or like a firefighter or a cop. But they had like a little bit extra powers, and they were all like really buff, and they were like a team. And we had like this huge rescue hero ship. And the Mycene dolls would sometimes, they would like drown. And so the rescue
Oh.
heroes would have to come in and like save them.
Oh, so it's a whole universe.
It's a whole, created by me and my
They
sister.
exist in the same.
Only.
I'm so unfamiliar with this. I have no idea what you're talking
I'll
about.
have to do Rescue Heroes as one of my unwells in the future
Okay.
because I feel like it is a small community. And again, like such a short-lived toy that had a
Mhm.
huge impact on me.
Great answer.
Thank you.
Duality of a woman. Hello.
Hello. You get them both. You get both. You get buff cops and slutty teens. Go on, Jilly. What's your toy? What's the toy you want to love to come back?
I feel like I have so I have so many toys.
Oh my God, Jilly, get your mind out of the gutter, dude.
I'm sorry.
Come on,
so
dude.
Tired. I'm tired.
It's fine.
It's been a long day. Probably like Winx. Those fairies.
I have no idea what that is.
WINX. They recently did a live action TV series. Not recently, probably like 2021. It's okay. But
But
the
toy.
actual dolls.
Yeah.
Because I never really got into, there was like books, I believe, and I had like some of them, but I didn't really dive fully into it, and I want to make a return.
Okay, Winx fairies.
Winx fairies.
I can't wait to look into
They have
those.
these like sassy haircuts too. Like their bangs are like voluminous and like sharp, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like,
it does.
Like the swoop was strong.
It could have cut like a knife.
Yeah.
I see it.
They different personalities too, different traits of different magical powers.
Yeah.
There's like fire fairies, and then like very like based on the elements, I believe, if I recall.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic way to attribute certain personality traits is telling them, oh, you're kind of like the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're fiery, so you have fire powers.
Yeah.
And you like orange.
Yes. You have orange hair.
You have orange hair, and your skirt has a flame on it. And then water is like usually the one that's like peace and love, but also loves dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I also love dolphins. I love them. I love them. Should we get into what we're unwell about?
Sure.
I am unwell about mystery items.
I am unwell about malls.
Hell yeah, dude.
The venue of a mall.
I love that.
Yuck.
So to start off the thing that I'm unwell about, which is mystery items, I do have a physical prop because I love these gotcha. So in my hand, I'm holding a dumpling, toy that is shaped like a dumpling, and it's from Sanrio. It's like Hello Kitty and Friends. And there's either a cinema roll, a My Melody, Tuxedo Sam, Hello Kitty, or the Choco Cat, which I think that's its name, Choco Cat, in here. And
I love that it looks like one of the steam boxes.
Yeah, it looks like a steam dumpling box, and they're shaped kind of like dumplings, whatever characters in here.
You've mentioned this, but I did not realize it was like food shaped.
Yeah, it's shaped
That's
like
right
a
up
food.
my alley.
I know. So I'm gonna open this live. I have a thing for My Melody. I love My Melody, so I kind of hope it's her. But
wait, can I see it?
Yeah, hold on to it. We can open it together since we both have one hand available to open it up.
Collect them all.
You can collect them all.
Cute.
They're so cute, and it's just pure joy. This is what I love about them is like you don't know what you're gonna get, and that's part of the fun. And even if you don't get the one you want, you learn to love it.
Absolutely. I'm huge on surprise boxes. I love them.
Exactly.
Or / mystery. You call them mystery boxes?
Or like gotchas is another phrase. Yeah, they call these gotchas. I am opening. And again, I wanted My Melody. I would be okay with the others, but we'll see. Okay.
Oh my god.
Popping it open. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, who is this?
Is this Choco Cat?
Is it Choco Cat? It is!
Oh!
Okay. Oh my god, it's so cute.
Oh, it's so cute. Wait, oh my god, can I please touch it?
Oh, and it's liquidy. Here you go.
Oh.
Wait,
it's
so
like a
cute.
dumpling.
I'm very happy to have Choco Cat. Of course, it wasn't my first choice, but I'm gonna learn to love him.
So cute. I love that concept. That's a nice one.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
Because you kind of like, you have a hope and it just leaves you hanging. It's like the ultimate cliffhanger.
Surprise squishy.
Surprise squishy. And then it has a home. You can put it back in.
Storage.
Which I love.
I don't really see I don't get a lot of surprise boxes that are like the squishy material.
Oh yeah.
A lot of mine are like the hard action figurine type things, or
I see that.
Like plushies.
Yeah, I did a lot of research into surprise things because we do this episode format at work called Try Not to Buy, and we have one called Try Not to Buy Hello Kitty Hello Kitty and Friends products, and there are a lot of Hello Kitty and Friends mystery squishies. And then there's also like a Sanrio mystery snack box. So you can order it on Amazon. It's like 20 or 30 bucks. I can't remember, but you don't know what snacks you're going to get, but they're all like Hello Kitty themed and My Melody and Cinnamon Roll and Gudetama chips, which I had the other night. And they didn't really taste like salted egg yolk. They just tasted like normal chips. But the packaging is so cute. And I love Gudetama, one of my favorite little guys.
One of your favorite little guys.
Oh my God. So I do want to dive into a little bit more about mystery products in general. This was just like a great way to start. Like when I think back to the first time I had a mystery flavor, let's say, it's the mystery airhead. The white airhead.
Oh, that's your mystery flavor.
Yeah. That was the first time I went. So every Friday night in my hometown, our hometown kind of growing up, was skate night. And they had like a very small concession stand, but they always had some mystery flavor airheads and blue raspberry, which I have duality. I did both. My question is like, what actually is the flavor? It kind of tastes like watermelon mixed with just like a ton of sugar and like kind of some kind of melon. I don't know. What do you think the flavor is?
Well, it depends on the candy. Like, because when I think of mystery flavor, I think of the Dum Dum.
Yes.
And that mystery flavor is just the extra. It's like cost effective. It's whatever flavor they had a surplus of, they'd stick it in there and wrap it in mystery packaging.
That's true. So it's one of their original flavors, just wrapped in the mystery.
You don't know which one you get. And surprisingly, it's frequently bubblegum.
Yeah. Why are they overmaking that?
I don't know.
That is the one I grabbed the least.
But Airheads, I do think it has a distinct flavor, and it's like a melony vibe.
Yeah, but I would love those kinds of things. I just think the idea of integrating mystery into everyday life, it's like we watch mystery shows. We want to be a part. One of the most popular cartoons of all time, Scooby-Doo. Mystery.
Scooby-Doo.
They're solving mysteries. They're not very complicated. I mean, it's like A to B to C.
It's the guy we saw in the beginning, but he was wearing a mask.
Shock. Like, honestly, the airhead flavor is more of a mystery to me than some of those mysteries. True. But I just think it's great that we're bringing it into the food world. We're bringing it into everyday life. I mean, are there any other food flavors that are mystery theme? Or like Dum Dum and Airheads are the big ones, as we covered.
Well, I also think of retail now, like what's that brand? Set Active. They, not to like shout out all these brands, but they do like mystery bundles and you like buy.
Yes.
Or like Big Butt Press does the same.
Yes.
Like there's mystery in everything.
Dude, you're so
Toys,
right.
Clothes, accessories, food. You can't get that finger up.
No, what I was gonna say was we went to this really cute shop in Little Tokyo, Monkey Pants, and they had little lunch bags sitting around that said like mystery bag, and it's just like you pay a certain price and then you get the surprise of loving something that you didn't have any preconceived notions about. And I think that's good. I think it's good to like, I don't know, I think it helps us become well-adjusted humans to be able to be okay with like not getting exactly what you want.
Oh wow. Yeah, getting deep, yes.
Yeah. That's the big picture, and I'm sure what all of these brands are thinking.
I'm sure they're thinking of our inner healing, of letting go of pre-notions and expectations.
Totally.
I need you to go to Pop Mart.
I know you do.
Pop Mart is a chain of stores, and they sell like any sort of mystery figurine box you could think of.
Oof.
So many different like stories to be told. I mean, the amount of characters in that store, I had no idea. I had no idea that all these little, like, I don't know, fandoms existed.
Through mystery, you find new things, such as the Pop Mart store at, isn't it Century City Mall?
Yeah, Century City Mall. They're also opening one up in the Americana. We're talking about malls, which we're going to get into later.
I mean, that's a great segue.
And then they have like almost like vending machines in other malls in LA.
I love that so much.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with malls recently. And like I've always liked suburban vibes. Like I can't lie, it's part of who I am. So I grew up in rural Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And so when I see a suburb, it's like so exciting for me because we didn't have like the big stores, we didn't have like the like large mega malls, we didn't have any of that.
Yeah.
And so some people are like, "Oh, I'm so sick of the suburbs," but I'm like, I love it, because it was like I remember when
Yeah.
I moved to Valparaiso, Indiana,
Yep.
where I met you.
Uh-huh.
I was just like, place is amazing. I was like, oh, small town. I'm like, this is not a small town. Okay. This is not a small town. You guys have like everything here. And it wasn't even
True.
that, like, you go further, closer to Chicago, those Chicago suburbs. Come on. Hello.
They go even harder.
Anyway, so that's why I love malls. Because the mall I had growing up sucked. And living in LA, there are so many good malls. And Century City Mall is my heart and joy. I would live there. They need to put apartments there because I would pay a lot of money to live above that mall.
I mean, it's just like a beautiful outdoor structure. Like, and it's walkable.
And it's indoor.
And
It's indoor and outdoor.
Indoor and outdoor. It's dual function. We've talked a lot about duality, and it's got both.
It's got both.
It's got both. It can be two things,
Mhm.
inside and outside. Yeah, we've had so much fun there. We've had such a good time there, and I definitely grew up going to the mall. Was like the place to go. Now everyone's scared to go to the mall. It's South Lake Mall in Merrillville.
That's scary.
It's like 15 minutes away, but it was like if I had $10 in my pocket, I was like, I'm going to the mall, and I need an adult to drive me. And it was like the cool place to go and hang out. And I have fond, lovely memories there. And yeah, now there's like people with guns, and I wouldn't go to the malls in the Midwest anymore.
No.
But
except like what's that mall in like Schaumburg?
Oh, well, yeah, there's like some. Oh, that's a good one. There's some like good outlet malls and some good like higher end malls in like the Chicago suburb areas. So I would go to those ones. And there's an outlet mall in Michigan City that's outdoor, and I love it.
Lighthouse
Mall.
outlets. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've just been spending a lot of time there. I feel like I've been doing a lot of movie dates.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the movie theaters here are in malls. And so I've been going to Americana and then across the street to what is that?
The Brand.
The Brand.
Dude, it is.
And then Century City, and then City Walk's on a mall, but boy, does it feel like it. The amount of storefronts they have. Hello.
It is so mall core.
Yeah.
All of that. And it is such a event to go see a movie here. That is also something very interesting about like the small city to big city. Like, yeah, there's movie theaters in the malls. I feel like in smaller towns and areas, like a movie theater is its own entity. It's sitting there on the street on its own.
On the street.
It's on the street. The one I grew up with was wedged between a Kmart and like I don't even know what was on the other side. It's all gone now. There's a Starbucks now that replaced it. It was like it was by remember where Kmart was in Valpo? Yeah. Well, the Kmart's gone now.
Yes.
And there was a tiny theater right next to it. That's where I saw Aquamarine and Pirates of the Caribbean 2 around the same time. But now, yeah, we are AMC Stubs A-list members, and we have to go to the mall every time we even want to see a movie. It's an
I
event.
love it. I love getting a boba or like a fun drink, and that Pop Mart store I mentioned earlier, I'm obsessed. I love going there. I want to go there every Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love it. And I feel like I had a little bit of an anti-mall attitude.
Yeah.
A little bit when I was like, I don't actually do any shopping, because that's the thing. It's like I'm not shopping for clothes anymore at the mall.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I was younger, I was like, that's where you go for clothes.
Totally.
And then I stopped shopping there for clothes, and I was like, what's the point of going to a mall? There's so much more to a mall than clothes.
You're absolutely right.
Especially living here.
Yeah. There's a lot of like weirdly, it's giving mom and pop storefronts at the mall these days. You know, it's like there are some one of a kind stores at the mall. Like usually they feel kind of weird and like they're a front for something else. But or like the products don't seem like homemade, or like they seem kind of like shitty. But I don't know. I just think some of the stores are more unique, but then there's also, like Anthropology is there. And
Mhm.
I love Anthrop, but their sizing is pretty weird in general. But I feel like that's a store that I always aspired to go to when I was
Mhm.
younger because my sisters went there. And where do I go? But the mall.
With the mall.
That's where you get the good stuff. And I
Mhm.
think, you know what, you're doing a favor by going to malls because it's almost like shopping local just because you're not shopping online.
True. I do feel like I'm in a small Italian village when I'm at the Grove.
Totally. If you
Um,
squint a
you
little.
squint a little bit and you forget who owns it.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, I'm in like a villa and I'm just walking out on the streets in the cobblestone streets.
The
I'm
cobblestone
seeing
and
a
there's
film at the cinema, the local cinema,
local
AMC.
cinema. And then you go to the farmer's market, which is
Mm.
just a hop and a skip
Mhm.
past the Gucci store,
Mhm.
which is coming soon,
Oh.
apparently. But that's the thing, dude. Like, you can get everything at the mall. Anything you want. Whatever your little heart desires,
Mhm.
like, it is probably
It's
there.
probably at the mall.
Probably at the mall. And it's like one of these things. I read this book called How to Do Nothing, and it talks about the idea of man made structures that are meant to kind of enclose us in an area. And it makes us feel like it's like a green space or like a free space to like go and hang out.
Mhm.
And in a way, like malls are that. You can go into a mall and buy nothing. The likelihood of that is pretty low. But you can just go in and like walk around and look at stuff for
Mhm.
free.
Mhm.
Not to say that you will, but you could. And I think
I
that's
would
just
say
like a
I
good
would.
option.
Yeah, there's those chairs that are on like swing chairs
Yeah.
at the Century City Mall. I would just go sit on those chairs.
Dude, there's free activities and there is like
No,
people
wait,
watching.
There's people watching, and they do have like community events. Like they have like those little pop up like when
Yes.
it's Christmas time, or they had like Chinese New Year. They had like shit going on at the mall, dude.
Dude, and remember when we went there that one time and there was like a singer? There was like
Yes.
somebody playing live music in the middle of the mall and like kids were playing tag.
Mhm.
I was like, are we in a park?
Mm-hmm.
Am I in a national park right now?
We could be.
Could have been.
Yeah. I will add one bit of lore. The first time I realized what malls could be was the Fashion Show Mall in Vegas.
Oh my God.
I used to go there often as a child because my dad had like a convention there in Vegas, and
Very cool.
I couldn't do much but go to the mall and see a show. So that mall, I mean, it was it was the first time I saw like indoor outdoor mall. They were playing remember the Chairlift, Caroline Polachek's former band?
Yes, I do.
Bruises on My Knees for You. Got
Yes.
bruises on my knees for you, and
Dude,
that was in an
whoa.
Apple commercial. And I can just picture, I heard that Apple, like probably for an iPod or something.
Yeah.
And that song and walking through the mall, and I was like, this is awesome.
You're
Like,
seeing it
this
all.
is like everything I want.
You're seeing it all for the first time.
And I bought a bright gold tote bag. It was like fake leather gold
Wow.
tote bag, and I love that bag.
That's incredible. What year was this? You must have been like 14.
No, I was probably 5th, 6th grade.
Oh, even smaller.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa. And I think
I'll find a photo.
I need that for a reference for sure. And when you talk about like things that you see in a mall, I think we have to recognize like that it was like a live music touring destination in the past.
Oh, yes,
and
it
still
was.
is because like Jojo Siwa, I know for a fact, has like performed in malls before. And there are some hilarious videos of Fifth Harmony that I think about a lot when they were on their come up and Camila Cabello is like in the back and the other girls are doing their thing and they're singing in the mall. It's a part of their tour. And I just, another person, Jeanette McCurdy, when she was doing, they were trying to make her do a music career.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
Her song Smile, I believe.
There you go. It's kind of
Country.
country, yeah.
I know.
Yep. Oh, she knows. She didn't have to read the book to know. I did. But yeah, she talks about in her book how they would like go to malls and go perform, and it's just like the mall is a live music venue as well.
It is. It totally is.
Dude, we have to talk about food courts.
Yes, absolutely.
They smell so good.
Smells are there. I mean, especially like fancier malls, you honestly can't get anything you ever want. Donuts, cookies, pizza, stir fry, pasta. They have also like they have like Shake Shack. You mean like they have like well-known names as well.
Yeah.
So
No, it's some of the best. That's definitely where I always would get an Auntie Anne's pretzel.
oh,
of
Auntie
course.
Anne's.
Auntie Anne's pretzel. Something that I remember from my mall food court growing up was the Mrs. Fields cookies.
Oh yeah.
Come on, dude. Come on. Those are so good.
So good.
Soft, and the aroma is really what will pull you in. So
and the free samples of the teriyaki chicken that you would get.
And it's not from like a classic chain, like Chinese restaurant. It's like
it's just some generic restaurant.
Yeah, with Chinese food.
But I'd walk back and forth to get my chicken sample.
Dude, wow. I just brain melded with you because I absolutely did that. God, that's so good.
I want that.
I want that too. Okay, well.
Nothing better than a mall.
Nothing better than a mall. It makes me want to go to a mall.
I'm extremely unwell about it, how much I love it.
And I can agree with you on that. I am also unwell about malls.
I'm totally unwell about mystery boxes, mystery flavors. Have my Sunny Angel addiction. Constant mystery in my life. Which one am I going to get next?
Mysteries in the world. And we love when mysteries can also be solved by opening the thing. Because this was a mystery until I opened it. And now I have Choco Cat.
Now you have him. Hey.
Congrats, I love you.
Congrats, I love you. Choco Cat.
Choco Cat. Squish, 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 squish. That is what Choco Cat says today. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
You're going to live on my dresser and be covered in dust soon.
Woo.
You dust all your Sunny Angels?
It sucks, but I do, yeah.
Impressive.
Yuck.